In the heart of a bustling city, there was a small, unassuming shop owned by an old clockmaker named Elias. His shop was filled with clocks of all kinds, grandfather clocks, pocket watches, even small, delicate wristwatches. But the one that fascinated everyone the most was the clock in the center of the room, a massive, golden timepiece with intricate gears and hands that moved in strange, unpredictable ways. No one had ever seen it work properly, and whenever someone asked about it, Elias would simply smile and say, "It's waiting for the right moment." One evening, as the shop was about to close, a young woman named Clara stumbled in, looking lost. Her eyes were red from crying, and she clutched a broken watch in her hands. "Please," she said softly, "this watch was my mother's. It's all I have left of her. Can you fix it?" Elias looked at the watch and then at the massive golden clock behind him. He nodded gently and said, "Leave it with me. Come back tomorrow at sunset." Clara hesitated, but handed over the watch. She spent the entire night tossing and turning, wondering if Elias could really bring it back to life. The next day, just as the sun was dipping below the horizon, Clara returned to the shop. To her surprise, the golden clock was ticking, its hands spinning at a speed faster than any clock she had ever seen. The shop was filled with the sound of gears whirring, as if time itself had come alive. Elias handed Clara her mother's watch. "It's fixed," he said with a knowing smile. But when Clara looked at it, the hands weren't moving. Confused, she asked, "I don't understand. It's not ticking." Elias's eyes twinkled. "This watch doesn't count the minutes or hours. It measures something far more precious." Clara frowned. "What do you mean?" He motioned toward the golden clock behind him. "This clock controls time, but not in the way you think. It only works for those who truly understand the value of their moments. Your mother's watch will tick, but only when you spend your time wisely, when you're with loved ones, when you're doing something that brings you joy, when you're living fully. Only then will time matter." Clara was speechless. She left the shop, holding the watch close, and from that moment on, she noticed something incredible. Every time she laughed with friends, every time she made a memory with someone she loved, the watch would tick, ever so softly, reminding her that time, when cherished, is truly a gift.